Ariel Helwani alongside Rowdy Ronda Rousey, who meets Miesha Tate on March 3rd for the Strikeforce Bantamweight title. And Ronda, it is very good to see you again. First things first, any truth to the rumor that you got this fight, that Strikeforce booked this fight? They offered it to you after seeing you on my show, and you sort of stated your case, and you convinced them, and that's the only reason why you got this fight. Any truth to that rumor?
No, there's zero truth to that. The second I did that call out, they were like, all right.
Yeah. If anything, maybe that hurt your cause.
No, you were very helpful. Thank you, Ariel.
That's not what I was trying to get. I was just wondering.
Really? I just thought you wanted a pat on the back.
No. I was just trying to clear up the rumors.
Yeah, no. The night of that fight, and when I did the call out and I said I wanted the title shot, we already started talking about it.
You've been around Miesha for a long time now. You had to go to Columbus with her, do a lot of media. You just did a round table with her now. Do you like being around your opponent this much?
I was raised by, a doctorate of psychology. And so I kind of get excited about the pre-fight thing too, because I feel like the fight starts as soon as it is announced. And I've been trying to do whatever I can to mess with her all the way along. Like I walked in, I'm like, it's my best friend in the whole world. And every single time she has to ignore me or avoid eye contact with me, that's a conscious effort for her. So I try to affect her in whichever way I can. It's kind of like a social video game. I like it.
Do you feel like you're in her mind, that you're under her skin now?
Of course I am, because you can even hear her interviews now as opposed to when the fight was just first announced. More and more of her opinions are starting to align with mine, because she's already coming around to the fact that I'm right.
So what kind of things are you doing? Like, you guys have to ride together to press conferences and whatnot and do a bunch of media in Columbus. Are you doing little things to try to get under her skin?
Yeah, I try to look at her all the time, and she's always avoiding eye contact with me. Whenever she has her eyes down, I'm looking her in the eye. I feel like that inevitably has to affect you.
So every time that happens, it's maybe just like another moral victory for you, right?
I guess so. I think it's all a bunch of little things that build on each other.
When this was announced until now, how has your life changed? I've seen you on G4. You did a great spot there. You've done a ton of interviews. You're getting a lot more attention, a lot more Twitter followers. How has life changed for you since then?
Well, I have a lot easier time on video games because I was playing Dragon Vale on my phone, and I need gems on that game, and you can only get other people to give them to you. So now I have like 24,000 Twitter followers. So I was just like, hey, everybody, go into Dragon Vale and sign up and send me gems. And now I have all the gems I need. And also, I've been able to do a lot more charity work. I've started doing a freerice.com campaign, where it's a website where you just answer like simple questions, and for every page that refreshes, every question that you answer, the advertisers, they donate 10 grains of rice to like the UN Hunger Fund. And I think we're coming up on 6 million grains of rice. We've raised thousands of meals for people, and it's awesome. I think we're at 10 million. We're going to give away more things because we're doing like prize giveaway, the first like Rowdy Ronda t-shirts, and by the time of the fight, we're going to give away prizes to the top 10. So everything's going to a good cause. And the fight, the pinky that I wear from Fuji, my last couple of fights, I won't be able to wear it this time around. But
why not?
Just because apparel rules and all that stuff. With I don't want to piss anybody off. Okay. But
shocking.
Yeah, but the proceeds, a portion of the proceeds for that go to breast cancer research and stuff like that. So I feel like with the more attention I get, the more I'm able to contribute, and the more this picks up, hopefully the more I can do.
What about the newfound fame? What about all this going to your head? You say that you've grown up with your mother was a psychologist, right? Or had a doctorate. So how do you not let that get to your head?
Well, I have a very close-knit, group of people around me when I'm home. So it's when I come to these events, I feel like I'm well known within a group of people, but within MMA fans. But in general, I'm not a celebrity. I don't walk around and get recognized all day long. So when I'm home, I'm kind of away from all of that, and I have more interviews and stuff like that to do. But in general, I don't think that much has changed. I train all day, I sleep all night, and I do interviews when I can. And when I come over here, I get to feel, pretty and important. But then I go home and everyone's like, stop thinking you're pretty and important. Stop having a big ego. Shut up and go train and change the cat litter. So everyone keeps me in check.
When we spoke to her earlier, she insinuated that you're kind of a one-trick pony, that she knows what you're trying to go for, and if she stops that, it'll be an easy night. How are you going to try to convince people that you aren't a one-trick pony? And are you looking forward to maybe going past the first minute so you can show a little more tools in your toolbox?
I think it's funny that she says that because it's really because she has no footage to study of me. She doesn't know anything that I do. She's only seen one of my tricks. And what she doesn't realize is with a lot of those matches, I did a different takedown almost every single time. And I did a different entry into the armbar a different time. And I did it from a different position every single time. And so it might look like one trick to somebody else, but there's a lot of knowledge and training that goes into be able to. If you only see the finish, then you're not seeing the whole thing. And I think that her saying that kind of speaks to, you know, what she doesn't know.
You said something very interesting at the roundtable. You said that Sarah Kaufman has been ungrateful, that she should be a little more thankful to you for bringing her more attention. What do you mean by that?
Well, I think that she's getting more attention now with all of the controversy around this fight than she ever got when she was Strikeforce champion. And when, you know, I hope that she wins her fight. And I hope that, you know, after I beat Miesha, I'll get a chance to fight her so she's not going to, you know, won't feel like she was so, you know, wronged in all of this. But I think she needs to see that this is better not just for all of us in the long run, but it's also better for her. And, you know, I'm sorry she had to wait a little bit longer and maybe have another fight before, you know, she would have another chance at the title. But if you look at it logically, it's better for everybody.
What is a bigger moment for you? And obviously it's hard to answer the question now, but just wondering, when you're going for a medal in the Olympics or this fight, considering all that could come from this fight, what do you think is going to be the bigger moment?
You know, I'll know when it happens. Like when I fought for my bronze medal, I was so angry that I lost the quarterfinal that I didn't think of how it would affect me at the time. And, you know, and when I qualified for my first Olympic team, I expected myself to win. I didn't think it'd be a big deal, but when the moment happens, it's always a surprise how it hits you, you know. Like when I made my first Olympic team at 17, I expected I was going to make it. At that point, I was so sure of it. But when it happened, I just burst into tears. I couldn't handle it, you know. And when I won my Olympic medal, I was so set on getting a gold, and I was so heartbroken and angry over losing earlier in the day that it really shocked me, you know, how much it really meant to me, you know, because we had the flag from my dad's coffin, you know, up in the stands. We were waving it, and, you know, everyone was freaking out, and it just affected me so much more than I could have imagined. So I don't know if winning a Strikeforce title could top that moment, but one thing I have learned is I have no idea until it happens.
All right, two last quick things. You've said some harsh things about Cris Cyborg online, and I'm wondering if she's ever reached out to you. Is there any sort of dialogue there, or has she not said anything after that?
After she said that, she put that thing out about Gina, and I responded in kind. She hasn't said anything back to me. So I think these girls are starting to learn that if they want to play Twitter war, I'm the wrong person to mess with. Because I come from a family of a lot of very quick-witted and educated women, and Twitter is a very fast, you know, exchange of information. So they could try, you know, but I just didn't think it was a good idea for her to do in the first place. Well, she seems to be making a lot of bad decisions, so whatever. She hasn't tried to say anything back to me because I think she knows that photoshopping that picture of Gina and putting it out there was stupid. What else could she say?
Prediction?
In what?
The fight.
Which fight?
Which one is coming up for you?
Of course I'm gonna win, dude.
But how? Give us...
I never jinx it. Okay. I never call it a specific way. We only plan the first exchange, and then after that I just leave myself open, because you can't plan exactly for a fight. A fight is chaos, you know. You just have to be able to adapt as quickly as possible. And I've trained every situation that I think will come up, but I do not know what order they'll come up. I'll just be prepared for everyone.
All right, so I guess we have to wait and see. March 3rd, live on Showtime from the Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio. We've got Rowdy Ronda Rousey going up against Miesha Tate for the Strikeforce Bantamweight title. Good luck on March 3rd. We look forward to it, and we'll see you there.
Thank you.